Hello! I'm Marianne Vedder, Cozmicsoulfire, and we're going to do this interview for StarryID, and our filmer here is Lucy. She's going to do the questions. She's my street teamer. She helps me with the social media, and she's going to play bass guitar in the new Cozmicsoulfire band that probably, hopefully, will be there in 2013. So Lucy, I would say start with the questions we got from the people from StarryID.
Okay.
And I will try to answer them as honestly as I can.
Okay, here we go. What is your biggest talent and which creative work have you been most proud of?
Well, I'm a singer in the first place, and so I learned to play the guitar, and I learned some keyboard, but all along the way I started more and more producing, a little bit like a DJ does. I create loops, make samples, chop it up and make new things from it, and so I create my songs. And so yeah, and the creative work I'm most proud of is my Poison album, which is on iTunes and on Red Square Radio. It's #1, yeah, and so everybody is listening, and so I'm very proud of that album, and hopefully I will be as proud on the new album that will be there too. But we're still working. What you just heard was a song from that album, but that's for later on. Okay.
Well, specifically, what work do you enjoy the most?
I think the producing part. I really love it. I've been working, you know, for when I started out, I had Atari. I still have Atari here, and so I work with Cubase, and now I work with Pro Tools and other programs alike. DAW you call them, but the Pro Tools is the most professional. It's used in big studios in everywhere around the world, and so yeah. What was the question again?
I'll repeat the question for you. No, no problem, not a problem. It's the last day of the year, so yeah.
I'm a little vague today.
Okay, here it goes again. Specifically, what work do you enjoy the most of all the things you do?
Yeah, writing songs, and then producing it, and then performing. You know, performing live on stage is the great, and with your own work is the greatest thing to do. Yeah, I used to be a top 40 solo singer, or with bands, do cover stuff, you know, and or work with backing tracks from other artists. But it's great to bring your own work on stage and to see the people react to that. So yeah, I think that defines the question.
And is there anything that you would like to try that you have never tried before?
Yeah, well, I've tried several things, and I'm not going to tell you, you know, so
okay.
I think I've done a lot of things trying out, which I enormously enjoyed, but like I said, that's a secret.
Okay.
So I don't know, I really, maybe things like being a race car or something. Okay. I would love to go with high speed and drive and those things, but
not music-wise, anything you can think of you would like to do?
Well, I want to work with Linda Perry. I've always wanted that. So yeah, and to learn from big producers, you know, that's one of my goals. I really would love to work with with Linda Perry and or other people who are in the industry. So yeah, that's a wish.
Okay. And are you an artist, an amateur, or a professional?
I'm an artist, and I work with professional programs like Pro Tools. I've produced like 4 albums now, and I'm working on my 5th album now, and my albums are on iTunes, on Spotify, everywhere, Amazon.com, worldwide, for download and for listening in, and for people to be streaming on their iPhones. And you know, like say on Red Square Radio, they have an app. People can go to the rock section of that app on their iPhone and play my music on their iPhone, and for Android will be there too. So go to iTunes, Red Square Radio, and download that app, and so you can have my music too. So yeah, I think that are professional endeavors, and yeah, So it's a growing business thing. You have your own little record company, and you create for that. I create a lot of things, but all. Yeah. And that's called CSF, Cozmicsoulfire, Deep Inner Music. So I've been creating my albums for that little, my own do-it-yourself company.
Okay.
So I think that's...
That sounds more like professional indeed. So which creative people do you admire the most?
Like I said, Linda Perry, since Four Non Blondes time. Before that, Kate Bush, of course. I mean, I wanted to be like Kate. I mean, I sang high-pitched voice, but she was one of the first people I knew of who had her own studio, who had her own band. So she was a real example for me. Like, oh, I want to become like that, you know. And then Linda Perry with Four Non Blondes came, and Linda became a very big producer. So that's, for me, is all example like how I wanted to be and what I wanted to do with my life. And so yeah, and now it started to grow on my thing. Yeah, so that's great. So yeah, I admire people like Linda Perry, like Kate Bush, like Anna Nancy Wilson from Heart, Melissa Etheridge, Opeth, Apocalyptica, Shine Down. I really like that band right now. But all the creative people out there who do their own thing and yeah, stand for their ideals and beliefs, and so yeah, that really inspires me, and I admire those people.
Well, name one thing that inspired you more than anything else in 2012.
I like Carolyn Mays. She is a spiritual teacher. So I've been following some of her workshops last year, and yeah, she's greatly. She inspires me. Like okay, I'm really madly in love with the teachings she brings. Yeah, but that's also very helpful to stay in your own power and to see how things are for yourself, what you're doing with your life and how you're creating things, and this. Yeah, well, okay, my English is lacking me here, but trust me, she's great, and go to her site mais.com and look for her teachings, because she's great. And also I've joined the Dutch political party for the animals. And so Marianne Thieme and Esther Ouwehand, they're in the government, trying to make a better world. So they inspire me too, like the way, what are we doing with the earth, what are we leaving, and you know, to change that and make it better for the people, more caring for the earth. So yeah, that's why I joined the local party here where I'm living, you know, to do that. So that's inspiring too, to be a little bit political active, because, you know, to get it out there.
Okay. What would you love to happen with your creativity in 2013 and 2014? So in the next 2 years.
Wow. Well, for the next year, you know, I'm working on this album, and I really want to have it finished and on iTunes, say around April 2013. So that's the first goal. And in the meantime, I'm trying to create a new band, Cozmicsoulfire band, or you and me, Lucy and me, will be playing like acoustic sets. So I don't know which way it's going. Maybe an other friend of mine, she plays the saxophone, and you know, other friends are, you know. So I'm going to invite people to bring in and maybe create a new band. A friend of mine also offered his. He's a drummer, and he would like to pitch in. So maybe this year we're going to have a new band. And yeah, I want to play festivals. I want to make the music bigger, and so that are my goals for 2013 and 14. To grow as an artist, especially grow as a producer, and work with people. Yeah. That's just do what you love, and on the other hand, be political active, creating a better world. Like I said in the last question, is also one of my goals, and
Yeah.
also be spiritual growing, and yeah.
So how would you define passion and creativity?
Well, I got it with the bucket loads, you know. I mean, that's somebody said it to me, or said it about me on Twitter. Like, go listen to her music, passion with the bucket loads. I go, thank you. I mean, but it defines. I mean, if you listen to my music, it's heartfelt, it's emotion, it's I'm a confessional, empathic artist. So I infuse, like I say in my biography, I infuse the experiences of people around me and my own experiences in a song. So of course it's always like you make things up, but there are experiences that go before that, before you make things up. So that's for me, there is nothing else like passion. If it's passion in music or passion in politics, I'm an idealist, but I'm also with 2 feet on the ground, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, well, thank you for answering these questions for StarryID.
Okay, thank you, and see you later. I mean, yeah.